गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Namo Brahmanya Devaya O Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagat Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Asadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Welcome to the fourth day of Bhagavad Gita discussion series. Today we will be discussing about karma and association, sangha. So, this is a very important shloka in the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Nahi kaschit shanamapi Nahi kaschit shanamapi Jatu tishtati akarmakrit Jatu tishtati akarmakrit Karyate hi avasaha karma Karyate hi avasaha karma Sarvai prakriti jai gunai Sarvai prakriti jai gunai Nahi kaschit shanamapi Jatu tishtati akarmakrit. So, this is something very important shloka. There is a lot to understand from this. Krishna is telling Arjuna, Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishtati akarmakrit. Kshana, yesterday we discussed about the time fraction, lava, matra, kshana, it's all minute fractions of time, second. So Krishna is telling, even for a kshana, people cannot keep quiet. You can't hear? You can hear? So, sound engineer Prabhuji, Prabhuji ki. So even for a fraction of second, we can never keep quiet. That's what the shloka says. Nahi kashtit kshanamapi jatu tishtati akarmakrit. Without doing anything, we can't sit even for a kshana. Amazing. So people, there are a lot of people who do mauna vrata. If you go to North India, there are a lot of people. Thursdays, I won't speak. Mauna vrata. Is it possible? It is not possible to sit down idle and do mauna vrata. Right? So the mind will be going on a double speed on that particular day. Because they are keeping quiet. Right? And if something goes very important which they have to communicate, then they will do better open your mouth and tell ya. So it is impossible to be on Mauna Vrata, or Bhagavad Gita says, Krishna is explaining, not even for a kshana we can remain idle. So if you try to do that, that means you are going against the laws of nature, then you will break down somewhere. So better you speak about Krishna, think about Krishna, whatever you are performing, you concentrate on Krishna. So if you physically keep quiet, mentally you are not going to keep quiet. Right? Can we take it as a challenge? For the next 1 minute, let us sit down without thinking anything. Is it possible? Half a minute? 10 seconds? No, mind will be thinking something. There is nothing called shunya inside a human being. Something mind will be contemplating on. So Krishna is telling, better think about me. Right? Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Always think about me, worship me, offer your obeisances unto me. Right? So it is very, very difficult, or you can say it is impossible to keep quiet or idle mentally even for a split second. Right? There was a very famous Ayurvedic physician was there. He has got medicine for any disease in this world. You name the disease, he has got a medicine for that. And what is his trick? He has got a very special trick of the trade. He will prescribe you medicine, and he will say, when you are taking medicine, don't think about a black monkey. That is his prescription. When you are swallowing the medicine, when you are consuming the medicine, don't think what? Black monkey. And he will give you medicine. And he says, if you think about the black monkey while consuming medicine, medicine will not be effective. And he used to give medicines for everybody. And everybody will take their medicine. What the doctor said? You are not supposed to think about? Right? So he found it out. It's very intelligent. In the same way, one day, there was a famous astrologer also. It's all like a game of the mind. There was a famous astrologer, and one day one king wanted to test the capacity or capability of this astrologer. How good is he in predicting things? So the king took a small tiny chicken in his hand, and he was holding his neck, and he was keeping that chick under the chadar and asking the astrologer, can you predict? I have got a chick in my hand. Oh astrologer, can you predict whether it is alive or dead? If he says dead, he can take it alive. If he says it is alive, he will kill it inside and he will show it's a dead chick. What the astrologer can say? Nothing. Astrologer was very smart. He said, its life is in your hands. Right? So, people are very smart. So, mind cannot be idle even for a split second. It is always active. And for the babies, children, for kids, the mind is less active, and when you grow in age, mind becomes hyperactive. When the physics is more active, mind is less active, and when the physics goes less action, mind goes hyper. So when they are kids, you can see the kids, they will laugh at a second, they will cry in a second, they will forget anything. It's so easy for them. They will cry for something so much, and the next moment they will forget everything, they will jump on the window and all this like that. So Bhagavad Gita Krishna is telling you should keep your mind like a kid's mind. You should be ready to accept anything, and in a split second you should be able to forget anything. But what happens when we grow old? The physique is becoming slow, mind is becoming hyperactive. Last year, November 10th, somebody should have scolded you. You will be remembering that even today. Last Durga Ashtami he did like this. Durga Puja, so bad. The mind is the worst enemy. Right? So Krishna is telling so many shlokas about mind. Manayeva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshaye. Mind is the reason for our happiness, and mind is the reason for our sadness. And there is one more shloka. Uddare atmanatmanam atmanam avasadaye atmaiva. What is it? Atmaiva hi atmano bandhur atmanam ripura atmana. It's a whole trick. It is a challenge. It is a test given to you how to make your mind your best friend. Right? Somebody came and scolded. Okay? Like Bhargav, right? Huh? But you changed your name? Okay. Bhaktadas. True? Sure you are Bhaktadas? Are you sure that you are Bhaktadas? Okay. So how many Bhaktas you serve today? No? Last year you served, huh? Every day you serve? You serve classes, not the devotees. Okay. So, somebody is coming and scolding our dear Bhaktadas. You are very bad, you don't know how to serve classes, you are puffed up, you are this, you are that. And our dear Bhaktadas is feeling sad. Right? So, for example, you imagine that Bhakta boss has scolded Bhaktadas. Okay? So, who is the reason for Bhaktadas' sadness? Bhakta boss is the reason, okay? Then next day Bhaktadas is coming and he is going to serve the classes. And he is thinking, yesterday Bhakta boss told me like this, he spoke to me like this, he scolded me like this, and the second day also he is feeling sad. Then after 1 week when he is serving the class, he is thinking, last week Bhakta boss said like this, how dare he speaks to me like that, he is feeling sad. So now, who is the reason for his sadness? Bhakta boss or his mind? His mind. His mind has recorded the whole thing and replaying every day. Bhakta boss scolded him and he just took 1 or 2 seconds. But Bhaktadas is replaying it all the time. His mind is scolding him every now and then. So who's the real enemy? Atmaiva atmano bandhuratmanam ripuratmanaha. You can convert your mind as a devotee as well as you can convert your mind as an enemy also. It's in our hands. So when we have taken up spiritual life, it is a whole battle against mind, whether we are going to convert it as your friend or as your enemy. If you can convert it as your friend, you are successful. If you are not able to convert, then gone case. Even after chanting 16 rounds for 60 years, you will be in the same stage. Right? So, we have to send this vibration inside the mind. The holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Send this vibration inside the mind, okay? You can chant Hare Krishna and you can talk Hare Krishna also. You can read the scriptures, you can study the scriptures. You can do devotional service, you can perform devotional service. There's a small difference. You can starve on Ekadashi, you can fast on Ekadashi. Generally we talk Hare Krishna or we chant Hare Krishna? We talk. It doesn't enter anywhere. He just goes out. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare. That is, we talk, we don't chant, right? We read books, we don't study. But newspaper we study. Internet, all stupid mails we study, right? But Bhagavad Gita we just read, we don't study. And we perform in our office and in devotional service we just do it. Just do it. Right? So there's a lot of difference. So it's a whole thing, it's a whole trick how to convert the mind as your good friend. So when somebody blames you, you are very strong. You hold a whole fort. You don't hate the person. You hate the words what he has spoken. Like Jesus said in Bible, hate the sin, not the sinner. Right? So when Jesus after the Last Supper, when Jesus was hiding in the bushes and meeting his main 12 disciples and communicating things, all of a sudden the Jews' army, they attacked that place and they were about to arrest Jesus. So Peter came in the front and told Jesus, you please run away from here. If they catch you, they will punish you severely. Sometimes they will put you to death. So please, Lord, please run away from this place. Please vacate. And Jesus ran away from the place. At that time, one soldier came to attack Jesus, catch Jesus, arrest him. Peter went in between, took his small knife and chopped the ear of the soldier. Peter took the knife and chopped the ear, and the ear fell down. And the soldier holded that place, screaming out of pain, and blood is gushing out. He's screaming out of pain. Jesus, who was running away, stood, turned back and saw that pitiable situation of the soldier. He came back, took that flesh, that piece of ear lying on the ground, kept it in his place, and he just prayed and healed him. Immediately the soldier got his ears back and tears were flowing out of his eyes. I came to arrest this man, but in return this man is curing me. What a great personality he is. And that soldier, when Jesus was nailed on the cross and he was asking for water, he tied a cloth in the long spear and he dipped it in the bucket and he gave the wet cloth to Jesus, and Jesus just licked and sucked water from the wet cloth and smiled and prayed to the God in heaven, please forgive this man. So there's a whole transformation in mind when you associate with serious devotees. When you have association, generally we use this word, I went to take association with a devotee, and what both did, they were talking some nonsense and some gossip and something. It's not association. When you meet devotee, it is not association. When you discuss about Krishna, when you discuss the principles of spiritual life, when you discuss how to improve my standards in spiritual life, then it is association. Right? So when we take association from a serious devotee, there's a transformation in heart. We feel like I should chant better. We feel like I should not blame any other devotee hereafter. How many of you blame the devotees today? Okay. How many of you took some time in appreciating some devotees today? Okay, you didn't do either negative. Okay. We should take some time to appreciate somebody. Like we are appreciating sound engineer Prabhu. Like that we should. Whenever you get a chance, you appreciate devotees. Right? So Krishna is telling, Yajnata karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha tadattam karma kaunteya mukta sanga samachara In the first shloka we studied that mind can never be idle even for a split second. So if you don't think about Krishna, automatically mind will be thinking something else. So better yajñātāt karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhana tadartam karma kauteya. You can never keep quiet without doing karma. So Arjuna, always do something for Vishnu. Because you can never keep quiet without doing anything. So better whatever you are performing, you perform for the satisfaction of Vishnu, Krishna. Yadasnasi, whatever you take, whatever you think, wherever you walk, whatever you speak, let it all be related to Krishna. So automatically our every second becomes devotional service. When you speak, try to speak more about Krishna. Right? There was one great devotee called Gangadas. He was a cloth merchant in Pandharpur. You know, he's got a cloth. He had taken a vow that I will speak only about Krishna's names and I will not speak anything else. So all his friends were, mocking at him, teasing at him. Are you speak all the time Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. How will you sell your clothes? How you will sell the textiles? How you will make money? Will Krishna come and feed you? But he was very determined in that vow. I will speak only Krishna's names and nothing else. And morning he used to open his shop and sit there and nicely chant, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It's a long street and there are so many textile shops and the customers used to come and see all the shop and they will go into this person's shop because he's a nice Kanti Mala and chanting. They think, okay, he's a sadhu, nice man. He may not cheat us. He may not charge us more. So let us all go to his shop. And they say, please give me textile. Please give us clothes. So he will take, all the time he's singing, Hare Krishna, it's like that he's giving. And they will ask how much money. Then we say, Hare Krishna, Hare, all these things, 3, 4, 5 and all. And the people don't bargain also. And they feel so happy paying him. And sometimes the wife used to scratch the husband's shoulder, don't pay him more. The husbands used to answer, anyway he's a nice sadhu, let him take more money, no problem. So in this way, he was making more money than all the shopkeepers in the street. Right? He kept that vow throughout his life, I will speak only Krishna's name. So all the soldiers used to get, the shopkeepers used to get jealous on him. This fellow without talking, he's making more money. So all the time they are planning how to dump this man, Gangadas, how to dump him. So they said, okay, we are all going to Delhi for purchase. Are you also coming? He said, Hare Krishna. For everything he says Hare Krishna. So they took him and they had a master plan. When we go there, we will take all his money and throw it somewhere. Then we will make him bankrupted. So he will not have any money, he can't run the shop. So they made a whole plan and they are going to the next town to buy textiles and they are all going in a bullock cart with all their money, and Gangadas also took money to purchase new material. And on the way, they stayed in a dormitory. And in the night, everybody after the dinner, they are going to sleep. Gangadas heard from a distant temple, there is some Harinam Sankirtan going on. So Gangadas told his fellow friends, okay, you all stay here, I don't want to sleep. I will go to that place and take part in the Sankirtan. They said, he is on stupid fellow. Okay, go. All the time Krishna, Rama, Govinda. Okay, go, get lost. So he went to the Gangadas, happily enjoyed the Kirtan. All the time he was singing with all the other devotees, dancing, taking prasadam. He had a nice time. Right? And he came back and slept off. In the night, all the neighbors got up. They took his money, stole his money, dug a big pit, kept it inside and covered. And they all slept off. Happily thinking Gangadas is looted now. He doesn't have any penny. He has become a beggar now. And unfortunately, at the dead of the night, so many dakus, dacoits came, took away all the other guys' money. The only money that is there in the crowd was saved. Everything else was taken by the dacoits. Then the shopkeepers understood this fellow is completely protected by Krishna. Nothing can be done to him. Then they came and fell at Gangadas' feet and said, sorry, we stole your money. Please forgive us. Then he saw these guys have all lost their money. So he took his money and shared it with all his friends and said, Hare Krishna, you take over my shop also. Because my shop is running better than yours, you are all feeling jealous. Please take my shop. I will go to Vrindavan. He went to Vrindavan. Then he went to Vrindavan. By the time in Vrindavan, there was a king who's not he's not a Krishna devotee, he's a Shiva devotee ruling that place. Jaipur, Vrindavan at that time was ruled by a Lord Shiva's devotee, not a Krishna devotee. So Gangadas is singing and going to temple, and at that time the king was passing by and Gangadas is singing, Krishna, you are the Lord of the universe, everything is controlled by you, you are the master. And the king got very angry because he is a Lord Shiva devotee. He said, Arey, no, Krishna is not the master of the universe, Lord Shiva is the master of the universe. Gangadas, out of so much of love for Krishna, he said, nothing doing. Shiva is daily coming and cleaning Krishna's temple. He is a servant of Krishna. And king got very upset. I will come tomorrow morning to your temple. If I don't see Lord Shiva cleaning the temple, you will be hung. I will hang you. Then Gangadas realized, what a blunder I have spoken. What will happen if tomorrow morning Lord Shiva doesn't come? Right? So throughout the night he was singing Krishna's name and saying, Krishna, somehow you please bring Lord Shiva tomorrow. So the next day morning the king came to check, and to surprise he saw not only Lord Shiva, Brahma, Shiva, Skanda, Ganapati, Lakshmi, Parvati, all of them were busy cleaning the courtyard of Krishna's temple. In that way that devotee got saved. So anyway, when we constantly think of the Lord in mind, in heart turns to be a Vrindavan. There was a great brahmachari devotee in Navadvip, Mayapur. Every day he used to sit at the bank of Ganga and close his eyes and simply meditate. Imagine, there's nothing actually. He used to every day imagine, I have got a nice golden simhasan, all studded with diamonds and rubies and everything. There's a soft silk cushion. Gauranga Mahaprabhu is sitting on the simhasan. Brahma is fanning him. Advaita Acharya is doing arati. And all the devotees are singing. You simply imagine. For imagining, there's no fee for you, it's free of cost. You can imagine whatever you want. So this brahmachari, why less? He was imagining opulently. Okay, in the golden simhasan there is diamonds, and the hand, the thing is studded with ruby. Simply imagine, no expense, And the pavement is all studded by diamonds and rubies and things. Every day on the bank of Ganga, he used to sit and imagine and imagine. And after some days, After his imagination program is over, he opened his eyes. He saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu standing in front of him. He was shocked and he bowed down, fell flat at Lord Chaitanya's feet. He saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's leg is a full cut. They are full of bruises, it's cut and blood is flowing. He immediately caught the feet and said, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, who cut your feet? What happened to you? And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu smiled and said, you have put the vase full of gems and stones, no, that cut my foot. So Lord Chaitanya used to accept that like that. Another Brahmana was sitting in the bank of Ganga and meditating, thinking he is like giving hot kheer to the Lord. And after suddenly his meditation broke and he saw Lord coming on Garuda, right? Vishnu is standing on Garuda and there is no Angavastra, just dhoti, no ornaments, no crown. He is standing on Garuda and Garuda is flying and coming towards the Brahmana. Brahmana was shocked, seeing Vishnu coming on Garuda and things like that. Vishnu ran and came and said, your payasam was so hot, the kheer was so hot, see all my fingers and everything got burnt. Right? He was sitting somewhere and meditating, thinking that I am giving a hot kheer to the Lord. And the Lord came down. So even you offer mentally, Lord is going to accept. There are different types of puja. Tantra Vidhi, Yantra Vidhi and Mantra Vidhi. There are three vidhis. Mantra, Yantra, Tantra. There are three different styles of worshipping the deity. Right? So, you go to any traditional temples. So they offer worship through mantra vidhi. Okay? They say some mantra. Okay, for example, I am offering a soft cot for the Lord, bed for the Lord to sleep. So in mantra vidhi, they will take a flower and say, imagine this flower as a bed and they offer it to the Lord. Right? You have gone to temples, you have seen, they say, idam vastram samarpayami, idam phalam samarpayami, idam, they do that. But they don't give vastram, they don't give phal, they don't give scent, they give nothing, but they take a flower, imagine this to be vastra and they do it. You have seen in the traditional temple, the pujari will sit with a plate, idam vastram samarpayami, idam phalam samarpayami, idam they do that. But they are actually giving only flower, they are not giving the object. This is what we do. Mantra vidhi. And there is Yantra vidhi, which is very famous in Kerala. They won't give flower also. They will show one mudra for everything. Ida pushpam samarpayami, they show their hand like that. Right? Then when it comes to milk, they will show surabhi mudra like that. They just show hands. They don't give that also. What is that vidhi? Yantra vidhi. Only stupid Hare Krishna people. They give bed, they give cloth. They really go to the shop and buy and come. There is a shortcut. We can save money. So our puja is what vidhi? Tantra vidhi. Where we really do. We give bed. We take the deity, put it to sleep. We keep AC, we put fan. Sometimes in some temples they have a wall clock also for the deity. To make sure about the time. We give dress. And in Jagannath Puri they give toothbrush to the Lord. They give toothbrush. And you go to Pandharpur, in the night when the Lord is going to take rest, they put a whole gaddi, bed, from the altar to the cot. They put gaddis all over, put flowers, and they stand and sing like that and bring the Lord whole way to the bed, put him on the bed, cover him, wrap him, they do everything. So there are three different ways: Yantra Vidhi, Mantra Vidhi and Tantra Vidhi. Even you offer mantra, Krishna accepts it. Imagine, oh Krishna, I am giving a golden palace. Take one flower and give. Krishna thinks, Arey, my devotee has given me golden palace. He accepts that. See how merciful the Lord is. Right? So it's all to do with the mind. If you imagine beautiful palace, Krishna is there, you have offerings, Krishna is going to accept it. Right? So that's why Krishna is telling, Yajnata karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhana tadattam karma kaunteya mukta sangha samachara. there were two thieves. The same story is there in Chaitanya Charitamrita. The same story is there in Vrindavan Leela also. There were two thieves in Mathura. All the time they heard Krishna is very opulent. He has got Makara Kundala. That's what we sing in Damodara Ashtakam. Namamishwaram Sachidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalam Dokute Prajamakam Yashoda Viyoluka Radhapamanam So Krishna has got Lasat Kundalam. Lasat Kundalam Gokule Prajamanam. Krishna has got Kundala. It is in the shape of shark, fish, shark. And it's all studded with diamonds and rubies and everything. When Krishna is walking, this is to go like that, Lasat Kundalam Gokule Prajamanam. The light, the rays will hit on Krishna's cheek and it will reflect all over Vrajdam. Imagine how handsome the Lord is, right? So beautiful and full of curly hair. And it is saying in Gopika Geetam, when Krishna is walking, this curly lock of hair is to kiss his cheeks, it seems. That's like that. And his neck is like a conch shell. And his navel is like a lotus petal. And he used to walk like a mad elephant. Not bothered about anything in this universe. And the gopis used to fall. They used to sell themselves for the Lord. So when you love somebody spiritually, it is called you rise in love. When you love somebody materially, it is called you fall in love. You want to fall or you want to rise? Never fall, okay? That's all. That's the last thing. You can never get up. So don't fall in love. You all should rise in love. So if you love Krishna, you rise in love. You love Chintu, Pintu, Mantu, you fall in love. Alright? So the gopis, 33 crores of gopis, all the time, taking part in Ras Leela so much, and the Ras Leela news has spread so much everywhere. Even Lord Shiva heard that in Kailas. So one day Lord Shiva wanted to take part in Ras Leela. He got on top of Nandi, his bull carrier, and he was driving it like that, and the bull used to come. And Shiva knows it's getting very late. He doesn't have, the bull goes very slow. You know how the bull walks, right? It walks very slow. At that time, Brahma came on the swans, right? So he stopped Brahma. Hey, Brahma, stop. I want to take part in Ras Leela and my stupid bull is not going very fast. Can you give me your vehicle for some time? So Shiva got on top of Hamsa and he came like that to Ras Leela Stali in Vrindavan. And Ras Leela is taking place there in the Nikunja, and in front two gopis are standing, blocking the way. Lalita and Vishaka, they are stopping everybody. And Shiva said, "Arey, I came all the way from Kailas to take part, please leave me inside." And they said, only females are allowed inside in Ras Leela. No male members are allowed. Then Shiva wondered what to do now. Then he asked Lalita Vishaka, "Can you give me some tips how to get inside?" If you get a female body, you can come inside. Then Shiva ran back again, went to Himalayas, sat down for 10,000 years and chanting Gopi, 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 Gopi. His whole body transformed into Gopi. That's why we call him in Vrindavan, we go Gopeshwar Mahadev. Gopeshwar Mahadev ki. He turned into beautiful Gopi, and it is described how the Gopi is walking, the eyeballs like a fish is going to this end and this end, and what she was simply enjoying, thinking that I am going to be in Ras Leela. He is walking, he is shaking his hair and all these things, braided, nice plaited hair. He's got it on his left hand and he's shaking it like that, and it's full of, he's got bells on his waist, everything is tinkling. Finally Lord Shiva came to Rasastali. Immediately Lalita and Vishaka said, "Thank you Mahadev, from today onwards you be here, we will go inside." So even today Lord Shiva is standing at the entrance, protecting Vrindavan. So, like that, these two thieves of Mathura, they heard so much how Krishna is decorated. Kasturi tilakam lalata palake vakshastale kaustubam nasagre vanamauttikam. At the end of the nose, tip of the nose, Krishna has got one forest pearl stuck there, forest pearl. Nasagre vanamauttikam karatale venu. Every day he has got one stylish venu. Some days he will take murli, some days he will take venu, some day he will take vamshi, different length, style. Karatale venu, sarvange harichandanam sulalitam kantecha muktavali. Neck is completely covered with pearl necklace. So much of description. How much gold he has got, how much this is got. Krishna has got 9 lakh calves. Each calf's horn is covered with gold. They have got hooves, that thing, generally for the ox and bull and horses, they put that thing, right? What do you call that? Horseshoe. That also is made of gold. That thing, so opulent. So the two thieves all the time thinking, let us go and kidnap this boy, We will get so much of gold and diamond. That is the last stealing we can do. They decided, we don't have to steal anymore in our life. Let us do it, last thing. And we will stop forever and we can live happily. And the two thieves were thinking, all the way from Mathura to Vrindavan, they walked. Throughout walking, they were discussing what at all we should steal, how we should steal. One fellow was telling, it seems Krishna has got 3 rounds of pearl necklace and he's black color and the pearls used to shine and it's to reflect. It seems like the moon on a dark cloud when it appears and disappears, and he has got a golden waist belt. Like that they were discussing about Krishna is like this, Krishna is like that. They were discussing about Krishna so much, unknowingly they were becoming happy and happy. They couldn't stop discussing. They were talking all the way, and without their knowledge they were telling Krishna, 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 Krishna like mad people. The name attracted them so much, and they came, and Krishna knows 2 devotees have come from Mathura. And Krishna purposely on that day wore a lot of jewelry and playing on the courtyard. Krishna has got a tree where it will fruit pearl. He has got a pearl tree. If he wants, there will be a rain of fruits. All these things are there. So these guys have come, the 2 thieves, and Krishna is full of jewelry. And Krishna, as soon as he saw, it seems, it's explained in the Puranas, before the thieves can locate Krishna, Krishna saw them. And Krishna ran to them. See, Krishna is saying, okay, my devotees have come. Krishna ran to them, and these people looking at Krishna got so attracted, they bowed down, they wanted to take Krishna. Krishna just jumped on their shoulders, and they took the boy and they were running. And they have bought all milk sweets. If the boy cries, then it will be a problem. The villagers will come and catch them. So they took a lot of sweets, and throughout they were carrying Krishna on the shoulders, holding 2 legs, and Krishna is sitting there, and the other priest is giving sweets all the time, feeding Krishna. And Krishna is saying, turn left, and they will go left. Turn right, they will go right. Go to Radha Kund, they will go to Radha, everywhere, go to Govardhan. Made a whole parikrama of Vrindavan. And they came back. They came back to the same place where they took Krishna. Unknowingly they dropped the Krishna and they both went. So it seems nobody has seen those 2 thieves after that. It seems they straight went back to Goloka. Nobody has located them. Then Balaram asked, well, Krishna, why you gave them so much mercy? Then Krishna said, they did parikrama, they did naivedyam offering, they chanted my mantra, they did everything. What is left? So I have to give liberation to them. So both the thieves got liberated. Right? So in this way, Vrindavan is like a festival every day. And one day, Krishna was grazing his calf, and his mother was making a mala with pearls. So he went and asked Yashoda Maya, mujhe, please give me some pearls so that I will make a garland for my calf also. Yashoda got very angry. Pearls for the calf? Okay, get lost, take some 4. Gave some 4 pearls in Krishna's hand. Krishna's got only 4 pearls. He went to Radharani's house. All the Radharani, Lalita, Vishaka, Induleka, Sundavidya, Chitra, Champakalata, Rangadevi, Sudevi, all the Ashtasakis that wore so much of pearl garlands and malas and things. Krishna went and asked, hey Radhika, can you give me some pearls? I want to make a garland for my calf also. And they also scolded him. Don't ever come and talk to me. Right? If I talk to you, I have to take bath. You are such a this thing, that thing and all spoken and sent him back. Krishna got very upset. He went, took this 4 pearls and he dug it, he put it inside the ground and he was pouring water in front of all the people. Amazing! Surprisingly, there was a pearl tree full of pearls. So, one gopi is there, little envious about Krishna. She went and told, Arey Saki Radha, what happened? Krishna had a pearl tree. He put the pearl, this thing, and pearl tree grew full of pearls everywhere. And Radharani said, okay, let us also plant. They took all the pearls, whatever they had for the house, everything. They took paid and they put inside the ground, pouring water, waiting for the whole day. Nothing happened. By the end of the day, they realized they were fooled by Krishna, so they were trying to take the pearl out of the ground, everything got disappeared. So they have to go back to Krishna, stand in the queue and get pearls from him. So in this way, Krishna accepts the mind of the devotees. Okay? Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Then Bhagavad Gita goes ahead and explains about association, which is a very, very important topic which we are supposed to understand, right? Association can make a man saint, association can make a man, completely fallen also. If you have the right association, you can come up, progress spiritual life so easily, so fast. And Krishna is saying that purity will take us, or Krishna is pleased by the devotees' purity when they associate with other devotees. Okay? So, the association is in 3 gunas. One is Sattva Guna association, the second one is Rajo Guna association, and the third one is Tamo Guna association. Okay? So, here we have examples for each association, and first let us discuss the Tamo Guna association. And for that, the example is Narakasura. Alright? Who's Narakasura's parents? Balaramdesh and Bhumi Devi. Narakasura is the son of the Supreme Lord, and he turned Asura. Right? Even though he is the son of the Supreme Lord, simply he associated with another Asura, he also became Asura. Right? So Narakasura's close friend was Banasura. All the time he used to play with Banasura, talk with Banasura, eat with Banasura, go around, roam around. Everything, his close friend was Banasura. So Narakasura, even though he is Supreme Lord's son, he also turned to be a Asura. Okay, so we have to be very careful with whom we associate. You associate with the wrong man, furnished. Okay, there was a great saint in the woods of Himalayas, in the forest. Renault pickup car 349055 62516 should be picked up. The pickup should be picked up. Nobody's car? Donated for his son? Okay. Maybe those people? That's okay. We have announced how we have done our job. Okay. So there was a saint living in Himalayas. Okay? So throughout his life, he was doing meditation, penance, austerity, dhana, dharma, everything. One day, one majestic soldier with all armors and sword and crown and things like that, he was passing the hermit, the sage's ashram. And the soldier said to the sage, "Oh great venerable sage, can I stay in your ashram for this night, because I have to cross this dense forest, there is no light." And the sage looked at this fellow, full of armor, soldier, very passionate guy. Sage didn't want to associate with him. Sage said, no, I can't put you inside, My ashram will get contaminated. So you cannot stay here, please go away. Search for some other place. Then the soldier thought, okay, better not to disturb the saint. Said, okay, my dear sage, can you do a small favor? I'm not going to stay in your ashram. Can you keep this sword here? I will come after 2 to 3 days and pick it up. I said, okay, you keep it there in the corner, he said. So the soldier came and kept the sword in the small room, in the corner of the sage's room. And the sage was every day looking at the sword and seeing the soldier has not come to pick it up. Every day he is looking at the sword, and the soldier has not turned up till now. By the time after 3-4 days, the place where the sword was kept, there was some dust and things like that. So the sage wanted to clean the place. So he took the sword, kept it the other side, and he cleaned the place. So this was going on for a week. He used to take the sword from here, clean, keep it there, and from there he would keep it there. It is going on. One day when he was cleaning, the sage took the sword, folded it like that. Wow, he felt royal. Wow, he felt something, something like a Josh. So he did it like that. Wow, feeling great. Then he kept it. So every day when cleaning, he will take a sword, do all these things, and he will keep. This was going on for a week. After a week, the sage wanted to go to forest to cut some woods. So he had a small knife which he regularly used to cut the wood. He would take the wood for fire sacrifice. That day he took his small knife So he took that real big talwar, feeling good. So he was going to the forest, right? So on the way to the forest, he was feeling so great, he was cutting all the plants on the way, like that. Unknowingly, in a green creeper, there was a green snake. You have seen the tiny green snake on the creeper? When he was happily cutting all the plants, he chopped off the snake also. There was blood stain. He felt so bad. For the first time in my life, I have killed something. Immediately his mind said, don't worry sage, in Manusmriti it is said, you can kill a snake and a scorpion, there is no papa. His mind advised him. He said, okay, no problem, there is no much sin. Let me carry this. That every week he is going to cut woods, he will carry the talwar. Then one day in the forest, he saw a jackal trying to eat a rabbit, catch a rabbit. He felt so pity for the rabbit, he ran and chopped off the jackal. Anyway, it's a long story. At the end, the sage turned to be a murderer. He became a murderer, simply associating with that lifeless talwar. See? So association is so dangerous. Day by day, unknowingly we will go to the other end. Okay? So this is all tamoguna association. Okay, what is the example? Who is the example in tamoguna association? Narakasura. Okay, what is the next category? Rajoguna association. And the example is Jada Bharata Maharaj. Okay? In Bhakti there are 9 stages. Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, then Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava, Prema. Right? 9 steps in Bhakti, and Bharata Maharaj already reached the Bhava stage. Radha, which stage he reached? Bhava stage. Already reached Bhava stage. Just one more step to Prema. So close. Who reached that stage? Bharat Maharaja. He had 5 beautiful wives. He discarded those, renounced those wives. He had 100 sons, very powerful children. He gave up. He gave up the palace, chariots, gold, the emperor, everything he renounced. And he's sitting on the bank of a river on Bhava Bhakti and meditating. At that time, a pregnant deer came to drink water in the river. And when the deer was drinking water, there was a loud roar from the jungle. The deer got scared and jumped inside the water. At that time, the deer delivered a baby deer, and the mother deer washed away in the water. And the tiny baby deer is floating in the water, drifting, and Bharata Maharaj felt very sad, pity for the deer. He ran, took the deer, brought it, and kept it next to him. Did he do anything wrong? Nothing wrong. Okay. Then he was continuing the meditation. After a few hours, the deer opened its eyes. And the animals will wake up, start running, jumping all in a day. Lazy human beings will take 1 year to walk. Right? Deer, cows, buffalo, everything, just 1 day they are active. So the deer will try to get up, fall down, again try to get up, fall down. Within 2-3 times it will start running. Within few hours it will run. So the deer opened its eyes and saw Jada Bharata Maharaj, and it started licking him. Was that wrong? No. So when the deer licked him, he also affectionately patted the tongue. Was that wrong? No. And the deer was a tiny baby, so it can't get its own grass and things like that. So when he's going to forest, when he's collecting firewoods and flowers for puja, he will cut some grass for the deer. Was that wrong? So he came and he continued his meditation. Then when he opened his eyes, the deer was missing. When he was trying to meditate on the Lord, he couldn't meditate. Throughout his mind, he's thinking, where the deer has gone? It must have got lost. Maybe the wild animals would have attacked it. What has happened? Maybe there's some fear for the life. He was thinking so much. Then he stopped his meditation, went inside the forest in search of the deer. At that time, he tripped, fell down, took birth as a deer. So where it went wrong? At which stage it went wrong? So Rajoguna Sangha is worse than Tamoguna Sangha. You won't even know where you are falling. Rajoguna, at least you'll be clear, okay, the guy is drunk, he's eating meat, okay, we can make out. But Rajoguna Sangha, it will come with Tilak and Kantimala. In the form of a devotee, but not a devotee. They will come with nice Tilak. Haribol Prabhu, you know what that Mataji did last week? Rajas is like a needle inside the banana, you can't even make out. Right? So Rajoguna Sangha is very, very dangerous. Then the positive Sangha, Satsanga. Satsanga is Sattvika Sangha, Sanatana Sangha, Shashvata Sangha. The Satsanga is eternal, it will give you happiness, it is the highest dharma also, in the mode of goodness. So we should always look for Sattvika Sangha, that is Satsanga. Right? So for that, the scriptures give an example of Amogha. Amogha is the son-in-law of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is a great devotee of Lord Chaitanya, but his son-in-law Amogha was a jealous fellow. So whenever Lord Chaitanya is taking a feast, he will come there and say, "Are sannyasi, you are eating so much of sweets." He used to offend Lord Chaitanya. Because he was the son-in-law of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him Krishna Prema. Because he was living in the pure devotee's house, because he was taking prasad from the pure devotee, because he was seeing the pure devotee morning to the night, even the jealous Amogha also got Krishna Prema. Right? So we should always look for the positive Sangha. Okay? Yeah. So, when we associate with the devotees like this, like that and all, then there is always a competitive mentality, a bit of egoistic mentality that puts all these things down. So one day, Ramanujacharya, when he was attending a grand celebration in Srirangam temple, in Srirangam there is a lot of utsavas. So on that particular day, they have decorated Ranganatha Swami on a palanquin, and they're bringing the palanquin, and a lot of brahmanas are chanting mantras, offering flowers and all sorts of things. When the whole country is going behind Ranganatha Swami, there is a small difference between the regular traditional devotees and Hare Krishna devotees. You have attended any regular traditional festival? The Rath Yatras, not ISKCONs, the traditional thing, Rath Yatras, the Lord will go in palanquin, so many temple festivals. You can always see the devotees will be following the Rath. When you go to ISKCON program, you can see they will go in the front and the Lord will follow them. Our Rath Yatra is ulta. ISKCON people are special category. They rule the Lord sometimes. So the traditional thing, we follow the Lord, and when devotion grows so much, Lord follows the devotees. Right? Actually it happened. One day in Thanjavur, there was a famous devotee who used to sing so beautifully about the Lord. One day the king came and told the devotee, "You are such a wonderful singer, why don't you sing some 4 songs about me?" Then the devotee said, "If with this tongue and words I will praise only Narayana, I will never praise any human being." Then the king got very upset. "If you don't sing about me, you have to leave my country, vacate my country." Then the devotee said, "Okay, no problem, I don't bother. I have so much faith in Lord. Wherever I walk, the Lord will protect me." And he left the country. The next day morning, the king came to the temple to worship Lord. And the deity was there. It's like a Lord lying on Vishnu, Adisesh. And that day there is no Adisesh and deity. The puja room is empty. The king got so upset. He ran. He told all the soldiers, ministers, everybody to search for the Lord. They found the Lord is walking in a paddy field and leaving the country. And the Alvars have sung Papan Padukayai Paipol Suruti, which means his mat, on which he was sleeping. What is the mat? Ananta. He just rolled the mat, put it under his arm and walking on the paddy field. The Lord is walking. And the king is screaming, "Oh my Lord, please stop, stop, stop." The Lord is not at all listening. He is walking so briskly and the snake is under his arm. He is walking. Papan Padukayai Paipol Suruti, walking. Then the king went and fell at his feet and said, "If you stop my devotee, then I will stop." Then the king ran to the devotee and asked him, "Please stay in my country." Then the Lord came back, removed, unwrapped the mat and he went out. So, Lord always follows the devotees. So on that day, in Sri Rangam, such a wonderful, majestic festival is going on. The whole village is taking part in the festival. At that time, one big zamindar, his name is Dhanurdas. He is attached to one Nartaki, one dancer, palace dancer. She's very beautiful in fact. So this lady is walking, this fellow is taking his chadar, that Uttariyam chadar, and he's putting that chadar on the floor, and the lady will step on that. When she's going to eat the next food, he will put the other end like that. He's serving her. The whole village is going behind the Lord in a different direction. This fellow and the lady are going in a different direction. This fellow is serving her so wonderfully, putting the cloth, and she is also happily walking on that. That time, all the disciples of Ramanuja saw that funny situation. They started laughing. Then Ramanujacharya said, "Even though a man commits mistakes, don't laugh at him. You don't have the right to find fault in anybody. Only the spiritual master and Yamaraj has got the right to find faults. No human being has got the right to find fault in other person." Right? That was a serious instruction. So, one day, Krishna and Rukmani, they were playing dice in Rukmani's palace. And suddenly Krishna said, "My dear Devi, you remember the olden days when you worshipped and came out of Ambika temple? I came and just kidnapped you. I took you in my arms, put you on my chariot, and with a terrific speed we came back to Dwarka." Rukmani felt so happy. Krishna is remembering all those sweet days. So she was so happy and she was smiling. And Krishna is explaining, and suddenly Krishna said, "How can you leave your parents and come with the unknown stranger? Is it fair? They loved you so much. They brought you up nicely. They took care of you. You just rejected them on a fine morning. What kind of heart you have got?" That saw Rukmani's face started, it became dark and hot tears are coming and she is crying, "Why Lord is hurting me so much?" At the wrong time Narada came. So immediately Krishna asked Narada, "Oh sage Rishi, come, Deva Rishi, you have come in the right time. You be the judge now. You tell me." He explained the whole story to Narada and asked, "Now you tell me, whatever Rukmani has done is right or wrong?" Narada is in a big fix now. What to say, this side or that side? So immediately he quoted a wonderful shloka from Manusmriti and said, "Only Guru and Yamaraj has got the right to criticize a person. Who am I? I am just a Dasa," and he left the place. So, we don't have the right to criticize anybody. So Ramanujacharya told his disciples, warned his disciples, "Don't laugh at this man. Maybe, who knows, tomorrow he will turn as a great personality." Even though they kept quiet, the disciples didn't agree that mentally. They just kept quiet. Then Ramanujacharya thought, this man should get the mercy of the Lord. So Ramanujacharya walked towards Dhanurdas, and what is Dhanurdas doing all the time? Just looking at the lady's eyes and putting the chadar, serving her. He is not even moving his head. He is completely engrossed, absorbed in the beautiful eyes of the lady. Ramanujacharya came close to him, bent down and said, "Hey Dhanurdas, what are you doing?" He said, "Oh Brahman, I am enjoying the most beautiful eyes in this world. I have never seen a better eyes. I can surrender my life to this eyes. What one lifetime? I can be eternally this eye's servant." Wow, what a great devotee. Then Ramanujacharya said, "Okay Dhanurdas, if I can show you a better eyes." Then this fellow moved his head. Who is this talking to me? Then he said, "If you can show me a better eyes, I will dedicate my life for that eyes." Then Ramanujacharya said, "You come tomorrow. We have to cross 7 mountains. Then we have to cross an ocean. There is a snake. On that snake a beautiful person is there. He has got the most beautiful eyes ever seen in this world." Then Dhanurdas, in fact the lady also became interested. Who has got better eyes than me? Let me also go and check. Okay, so tomorrow morning 6 o'clock they assembled in the place where Ramanujacharya said. They have to cross 7 mountains, that are the 7 doors of Ranganath temple. And finally they saw the Lord. So fortunate they are. They have got Mangalarti only at 6 o'clock. We have got at 4:30, 5 o'clock. So Ramanujacharya took that Dhanurdas and that lady and went and offered a special prayer to the deity. In fact, on that day, Ranganatha Swami really opened his eyes, and the mercy like a river flew on both of them. They just got stunned by the beauty of the eyes, like lotus petal extended up to the ears, and it's all pinkish color, inside like a black grape, the balls were glittering. Dhanurdas just fell flat and told Ramanujacharya, "Oh great saint, I will dedicate my life for this." And from that day onwards, he started spending all his money in the service of Ranganath. Automatically, they both became disciples of Ranganath, Ramanujacharya, and Ramanujacharya was having a special affection for them. So what will happen with the other disciples? They all became envious. They all became jealous. Our Guru Maharaj is all